KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Good morning, New Mexico. Guess what time it is? It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Thank you for waking up with us on Action 7 News. More in the morning. It's time for the mass ascension at the 53rd annual ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. We're taking a live look out there right now. And we are just waiting on, we had a yellow flag out there, but we are just waiting until they say you can go ahead and go.
Yeah, and that's going to be right now we're at a static display, but it's going to be interesting to see how things end up playing out. I mean, the winds at the surface are fairly good. It's when you tend to get a little bit higher, all the way up to that 1,000 feet, they begin to get a little bit more than what the pilots are expecting. And so, you know, the whole idea of this event, stay safe. We want as many people to get home safely. We know people come from all over the country, just all over the world in general.
Yeah, look at that. You can see the crowds there.
Right.
You're talking about hundreds, thousands of people filling Balloon Fiesta Park just for this balloon display. It really is magical. We went to our first one last year together, and we're planning on going again this year.
That's true.
What balloon are you most excited for this year?
Well, you know, I always like seeing the Billy the Kid balloon. Right now I'm wearing the Tony the Tiger pin. I got it upside down. I'm glad I'm not on camera, but anyways, it's upside down. I'll get it right side up by the time we get on camera. But anyways, you know, I love seeing the special shapes. The only problem that's going to be with the special shapes, of course, they need the perfect additions to take off. So I don't know if we'll get that. But speaking of, you know, the amount of guests that we seen last year, we saw 838,373. That's 337.
It's a lot. We see people come from all over the world, like you said, from the country, and they sometimes do proposals here.
Yeah.
This is something really special that we have here in Albuquerque. It's very unique here. We do have live team coverage out on the field throughout Balloon Fiesta Park, up in the skies. So we wanted to get over to Todd Kurtz, who has been talking to families, talking to pilots. And Todd, how is it going out there right now? What's going on?
Yeah, it's great. Everyone's, we just got a nice show in the sky. It wasn't balloons, it was little propeller planes. The Chili Flight Crew, they do a flyover on the first Saturday of Fiesta, always during the national anthem, and then they swoop out by the mountains east and come back from east to west over the field. They just did that and separated. They blow the smoke. A really cool group of guys. We've done stories with them in the past. If you want to check those out on KOAT.com. So they're heading out to the west right now, out to Double Eagle to go refill their planes and probably decompress after the flight. That is where Sky 7 is right now, actually, is refueling out there at Double Eagle. So we'll have Sky 7 up in the air in a little bit. Sounds like we are in for a static display this morning. The pilots don't sound overly optimistic. There's still a chance as the wind at the surface level is extremely calm right now. Yellow flag is up. Can't feel a breath of wind on the ground, but sounds like aloft the winds are 15-20 miles per hour. So if those balloons did take off, it would have to be such a shallow flight and a short flight, and it's just not typically what they want to do. Safety just comes into play. Could even be a tough static for some of the special shapes this morning, because when the wind does pick up, they're just swaying a whole lot. But yeah, static display this morning out here at Balloon Fiesta. For now, I'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, Todd, thank you so much. It's okay, though.
There's
hundreds of balloons out there and lots of special colors, and hopefully some of the special shapes will hopefully get up. We'll see.
Well, even then, if you just get the chance to just go out there and see the balloons and see them light up, that's always a good thing. Now, this is a reason why we're always saying, you know, plan more than one day, is because, you know, there's such a weather, you know, it's just such a weather weather-based event, and you know, if you don't get the right things, then you know things can go wrong.
All right, we hear somebody here. This is Alyssa.
And then we'll showcase your artwork as well.
She's talking to somebody, so she's been doing interviews all morning long. Alyssa, can you hear us, honey?
I know.
Who do you have with you?
Hey guys, yep, I can hear you. Right now I have Dan with me. Dan, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here. You're helping.
I'm working with Rick Jones here in Polar Dawn. We're part of Dawn Patrol, and I'm holding the crown line here, which basically helps to control the balloon on the direction. Sometimes we have winds that'll push us like to the right or to the left, and so I help to just keep us steady while we're standing. This morning we didn't fly, and there was no wind, so I didn't have to do too much work today.
Gotcha.
It was pretty nice.
You also have these hot air balloons right here. I don't know if you can see these right here, guys. Dan is also an artist. Dan, show us a little bit about your artwork. Tell us about it.
So this is glass balloons. You can see on Facebook/glass balloons. And I've been making balloons since about 1999, replicating balloons from the trading cards specifically for pilot and crew members. And recently I made the 50th anniversary. I made the 13 original balloons from 1972. And I won Best of Show and first place for it, which is this collection right here. Small enough to fit in my pocket, but it's an amazing, immaculate collection here. So I won Best of Show, first place for that at the State Fair in 2023, but the 50th anniversary was in 2022. And I was making them at the end of the Fiesta, trying to get them on with Art Lloyd Jr. and Glenn Moyer. And I was like trying to rush to get the last 3 done and didn't have enough time to get them on air. So I appreciate you guys showing them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us. We appreciate it.
You.
That's it for us from the field for now, but we're going to continue to find these interesting, amazing stories and see who else is out here.
Thank you, Alyssa. You're doing a great job out there. Thank you so much. You've been getting a lot of good stories this morning. And that's why we love Balloon Fiesta. We're talking about how many people it brings into our state, how many new people and new faces we get to see who are not native to New Mexico.
And you're exactly right. This is a worldwide event. This year we're anticipating once again over 800,000 people. And you think about the economic impact it has on Albuquerque. I mean, last year I saw that the economic impact was projected to be for this year $200 million. That's almost like 20% of $1 billion, a fifth of it. So I mean, you are going to have a lot of people coming in. You're going to have a lot of traffic coming through New Mexico, and that's the good thing. And this is always something good to be the highlight. And wow, 500 hot air balloons, 150 special shapes. I mean, which one would you say is your favorite? I didn't get a chance to ask you that earlier.
Okay, so Hamlet, I'm so sad. Hamlet is my favorite one. Hamlet, this is Hamlet's last year.
I was about to say, why are you sad about Hamlet?
I'm so sad because I love pigs. For people who are tuning in who don't normally watch with us, I'm always talking about pigs. How much I love them.
She won't even eat bacon, y'all.
I won't eat bacon.
She won't eat bacon. Don't even bring.
So don't bring that in my breakfast burrito this morning. But I love Hamlet. That was one of my favorite ones last year. A Pegasus. I think there was another one named Pegasus. Yeah. I took a picture with Pegasus.
What about Spider Pig?
Spider Pig last year is. I don't think Spider Pig's returning this year.
I saw him in the book.
Okay, if he's in, that's perfect. So you can see someone still inflating right now. We had the Chick-fil-A balloon out there, the ExxonMobil balloon up, but I'm really excited for some of those newer special shapes. Hopefully we'll see them later on in the week. Mine is, it's como se llama.
Como se llama.
I'm really excited for that one. I really want to get that pin this year. I have to.
I was about to say, is that your favorite because of the name or because you like the shape? I'm just asking.
Okay, llama because it's cute. I just think it's such a clever name.
It's such a clever name.
Como se llama. All right, let's get you back out on the field. Todd, what are you seeing? What are the sights, the sounds? Who are you with right now?
Well, it's fun. It's louder out here right now. How's it going? Good. Met a new friend. Your name?
Edgar Ruiz.
And you're living in Albuquerque?
Yes, sir.
Originally from?
Mexico.
Awesome. So where do you live in Albuquerque?
Up on Central and Eubank area, east side of town.
Nice. And the kids, this is a Corrales school district. The kids go out there?
Yeah, they come, actually, it's off of Alameda and Jefferson area.
Okay.
Jefferson.
Can we introduce everyone real quick?
Sure.
Give everyone their time in the limelight. RJ, if you don't mind.
This is Santiago.
Santiago, give a wave to the
Say
camera. Hey!
This is Alyssa.
Hey, beautiful.
Jeremy. And Josiah. I didn't.
Nice. Have you been to Balloon Fiesta before?
Yes. Oh yeah, many years, many times.
Yeah.
He's going on 10 years. Nice. Me and my wife been married almost 10 years. We're going on 11 years, so we've been coming for 11 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your favorite part, getting out here and doing all of this?
Feeling like a kid.
Yeah.
Feeling like a kid, bringing back old memories of coming when you were a little kid, you know, just how big it's expanded and stuff.
Yeah, it does keep getting bigger. Coffee, donuts, do you do that thing in the
Actually,
morning?
we were headed that way to get coffee and donuts.
And I stopped you. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. But it's a beautiful morning, man. This is just beautiful out here.
It is. We were talking earlier how nice it is that everyone wakes up at like 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you get stuck in traffic, but everyone's in a good mood.
Yes. Actually, we woke up late, and we barely made it in time.
So you got the traffic.
Yeah, but it was all right.
All
It's
right,
worth it.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you. Enjoy Fiesta. It sounds like it's going to be a static display, but you know it's still fun.
Yes,
right?
it is.
All right. Have fun, guys.
Go, boys.
All right, Christiana, Corey, I'll toss it back to you guys in
All
the
right,
studio.
Todd, thank you so much. So you can see still some balloons inflating. The cool thing with them being on the ground, picture opportunity.
Picture opportunities.
It's still great.
Yeah, go ahead and get those Facebook photos, those Instagram photos, those TikToks videos going.
It's the most photographed event in what is it in the world?
I did not know that.
So yeah, Balloon Fiesta. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to miss. I don't want to.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
feel you.
But I'm pretty sure it is the most photographed. We were voted last year the most photographed in the world. So that's something really awesome. Again, people are coming all over for this event. So if today we don't get in the air, remember you guys, you can always buy tickets online, balloonfiesta.com, to get tickets for another day if the balloons don't go up today.
Right. Yeah. But hey, you're out here creating memories, just like how Todd said in the interview, and the other young man he was interviewing. They're creating those interviews, and it's just, those memories, and it's just beautiful.
And as we head to break, here's another live look at Balloon Fiesta Park. You can see some of those balloons still inflating there. We will continue our live coverage in just a few minutes.
This is KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Good morning, New Mexico. Welcome back. If you're just joining in, hello, good morning. Hopefully you have a nice cup of coffee. We are looking at our mass ascension. I mean, it's not a mass ascension quite, right? We are going to stay on the ground for now. And the reason being is because of those winds. They're being a little tricky today.
They are being a little tricky today, especially as you go higher up into the atmosphere. You know, winds aloft are a thing that we always tend to look at, and then those wind speeds up there, probably around 20 miles per hour that we're dealing with. So, you know, that's a little bit rough on a hot air balloon. But when we think about these special shapes, yeah, they especially need the perfect addition. I was looking at the special shapes going through the book right now, and I like Boo now. And I seen another one that I really like. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, so I don't want to butcher it in everybody else.
Yeah, we have a lot of those balloons that look at the Xfinity Rewards, the ExxonMobil one. We had the Chick-fil-A one that is inflated now. So still great picture opportunities. We have Alyssa Munoz out on the field, and she's been talking to family. She's been talking to some of our vendors.
Right.
Alyssa, how are you doing out there? You were just talking to a lot of people, interviewing them this morning. Do you have anyone with you right now?
No, so unfortunately I don't have anybody with you right now, but I've heard from so many people who are so excited to be here. A lot of people for the first time, which is always really fun. I could see some of the balloons up behind me. Right now they're staying on a static display, meaning they're just going to stay right there as they are, just looking up so people can see them in their full form. I have heard from some people they are a little bit sad that they haven't gone in the air yet, but you never know. We're still here waiting to see. But a lot of the balloons, oh gosh, they're just so pretty to see from here. We haven't seen any of the special balloons come up just yet, but we hope to get a sneak peek of that soon for you guys. But yeah, Krishan, it's been a lot of fun out here, a lot of great times, and a lot of great people out here who are just really excited to see Fiesta and what it has to offer.
That's
All right. All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. You're doing a great job out there. Keep meeting new people. We have so many people that come to our event here in Albuquerque. It really is so special and unique to Albuquerque. We had our first balloon fiesta. It's grown from a really small 13 balloons in 1972 to now over 500 balloons
to over 500 balloons now.
53rd year.
Yeah, 53rd year. And you even think about that. That started in the Coronado Mall, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
In that parking lot. And then now we had this whole Balloon Fiesta Park. So, I mean, it just goes to show you how much this has really grown. I mean, even this year, we're expected to get pilots from 12 different countries. We have 11 new special shapes that will be making their first appearance this year.
Wow.
So that is all good information to know. And it's really something to look forward to. Even if they don't launch today, we are forecasting a better day tomorrow. So that's the good news. It'll be a little bit cooler. You might need an extra jacket.
Right, that's good, that's good. And we saw earlier, I don't know if they got, which one is that one? The frog.
The
Find
frog.
it for me.
I'm trying to find it. I see Hopper Frog, but I don't think that's him.
We saw earlier too, the brain.
I found it. His name is
what's his name?
Hyla the Frog, or Hyla the Frog.
Hyla the Frog.
Yeah.
So actually there are some special shapes that are going up. That's good news. That's a good
news.
sign. That means that it's a bit calmer, so they're not going to be swaying around as much. Let's try to guess this one. What do we think this one is?
I think that's Yoda.
That's Yoda.
Yeah, and they'll probably stay static.
My cat
probably
looks
next
like
to him
Yoda.
is vice versa. Probably
That's Darth Vader, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Probably next to him is going to be Darth Vader. I even think I saw, there goes Darth Vader. You can see him right there.
Oh, and then behind Darth Vader, we had the brain. That was one of the most popular ones. Which one is that one called?
So,
Intelligent Design.
That Intelligent Design. That's what I was about to say. We always call it the brain, but it's typically named Intelligent Design. But I don't think brain's a bad nickname for it. It's all the way from Montana, looking at it. So, I mean, yeah, Colin Graham, the pilot on that plane. So, I mean, excuse me, on not the plane, but on that balloon.
On the balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love the special shapes. Corey and I were talking about it earlier, which ones were one of our favorites. Mine was Pegasus and Hamlet. Hamlet is flying for its last time this year. I really like Pico, too. I think Pico is like a...
I remember Pico.
He's like I don't even know what that is. What is this?
It's
like
a bird.
A bird. I know it's a bird for sure.
That's all I'm gonna keep it at. It's a bird. It's a colorful bird.
You know what? I'm really excited for people to be out here though, because it's a great opportunity to talk to pilots. They can get collectible cards from the pilots. You just go up to a pilot, and they're very friendly. When we went last year, we went up to some and they gave us cards, and it's a picture of their collectibles. It's a picture of their hot air balloon.
Right.
You can also go to all of the vendors there. We have hundreds there, and you can buy pins.
And you know what's, that's true too. And you know what's so amazing about this is from the standpoint, even though that you're on the ground and that's a little bit of a bummer, but you had the chance to get so much knowledge from these pilots. Like you can learn what conditions they're looking for when they fly in, how does the balloon fly and things of that nature. You know, now for those who don't know, it's typically because, you know, hot air is a little bit less dense and that causes the balloon to float as it becomes a hot air balloon. Now this was tested way back in the 1700s, and it's kind of funny how this whole thing came about. So, you know, like people see smoke go up into the air.
Yeah.
And so back in the day, in the 1700s, there was a campfire, and long story short, they thought it was what caused the wind to go up, and then later they found out that hot air was a little bit less dense and it goes up into the air.
And it goes in the air.
But it wasn't until the 90s they figured that out. Well, 1960 to be exact.
It takes time, but you know what? That's a really great part of history about this event and how it's become.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to check in with Todd Kurtz live at Balloon Fiesta Park now. He's been talking to families, pilots. He's been all over Balloon Fiesta. Todd, how are you? What are you seeing out there now? Who are you with? Are you with anyone?
Yeah, we are doing well, Christiana. Thank you so much. Hey, Kev, what's going on, buddy? So static displays going on right now, and you always forget, you know, when they're not going to fly, it's a bit of a bummer, right? You come here, you want to see this mass ascension, but static display is awesome, and just met this cool guy right here. So what's your name, buddy?
Adrian.
Adrian, how old are you?
10.
10. Been to Balloon Fiesta before?
Yes.
And what's your favorite part?
Balloons.
Oh, that's a good answer right there. Do you get any donuts or anything like that?
Got a hot dog.
A hot dog early in the morning, huh? All right, I like your style. Ketchup and mustard, or you go with some of the fancy stuff?
Just some ketchup.
Okay, so I know that your parents are San Francisco 49ers fans. Who do you cheer for in football?
49ers.
Oh my goodness, what a game the other night, huh?
All right, it was close.
Yeah, take control of the NFC West again now.
I know, hopefully we make it.
So you guys from Albuquerque?
Yes.
And what's your favorite part for Fiesta?
The balloons, the food.
Yeah, the food.
Yeah. Funnel cakes.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
Have you dug into the funnel cakes yet?
We're gonna get there.
Okay, yeah, there's plenty of time for that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Mom's a little shy. She doesn't want to come on camera this morning. You guys coming back another time?
Yeah, of
another
course.
day?
Yeah, we have more kids to bring, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't want to wake up this morning.
Well, they
So,
made.
only one.
Okay, you're the tough one, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Adrian, good to meet you guys. Have fun. Enjoy the funnel cake.
Of course.
That's a nice perk after you hang out with the balloons for a bit. All right, see you guys. Go Niners, huh? All right, Christiana, Corey, toss it back to you guys in the studio.
You know what, Todd? I'm just going to leave you out there. That really,
Go
he had to
Niners.
bring up that game, huh? He just had to bring up that. It was a good game.
Christiana is a Rams fan, just for y'all who don't know. So, you know, it's a
was
little tough right
game.
now.
It was a tough game, but you know what? It is the 53rd Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, and that's what we're excited about.
Exactly.
It is gorgeous. You can see all the beautiful colors on our live tri-gas camera.
And if they were up in the air, we wouldn't have this shot right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, and we would be commentating over the balloons. But look at the teddy bear one. I'm actually
that's
very
Teddy
excited.
Twins.
Yeah, Teddy Twins. You remember the UNM balloon here. So lots of amazing picture opportunities with this. Remember, always use the hashtag Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. And we'd love to see your photos out on Instagram and on Facebook. But we wanted to share some tips with you, because for people who are thinking about going any other days, there are some things that you should probably know, especially if you have kiddos.
Right.
Some parents that I've talked to in the past, they always say bring earmuffs, because the with the fire going up in the air, it can be loud at times.
Yeah, it can get loud, especially with
bring your
kids,
layers.
people cheering. Yeah, layers are going to be really important. I learned that last year. I was out there, my nose was dripping the entire time, you all. I get cold easily though, but I'm not tough. I am not tough at all. I'm just gonna
But
tell
you know, to be fair though, Corey and I went out there with a group of us. We went out, 2 a.m., 3.
Yeah.
We had to get there really early. It was cold.
It was cold. I tried to walk around and warm up, and that didn't work neither. So, you know, hey, we're dressed in layers, y'all.
Yeah, do layers, drink plenty of water because, again, once it gets warm out there in the later morning and afternoon, you need water. So make sure you stay hydrated and remember to check out any prohibited items before going to Balloon Fiesta Park, and make sure that you plan ahead as well. But we are going to go to a montage of the balloons now because there's just so many out there right now that are still inflating, and then we'll talk to you soon.
This is KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Good morning, New Mexico. You are taking a live look at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta and its 53rd year. This has been going on forever. It's been going on forever, from the small 13 balloons to over 500.
To over 500, and about half a century later, here we are.
I know, and look at this. So we have a stagnant display.
Stagnant display.
It was because of the winds. So right now, it isn't looking promising for a mass ascension. However, that's okay.
That's okay.
This is a really great opportunity to talk to the pilots, collect cards of your favorite balloons. We have the Dos Equis balloon, the Xfinity one, the Kremlin one that we are looking at. Even some special shapes are getting inflated. So what they're doing here is it's called the envelope. They spread that out on the floor, and then as they stretch that out on the ground, attached is the basket, which we see that people usually are in there with the pilots, and it's always lying on its side, and then a small gasoline powered fan, it blows air into the balloon envelope, then the burner is turned on, and then that's when we see the fire that goes up to inflate the balloon. You're talking about hot air rising, and that's what creates that effect of letting the balloon take off. So we're so excited to see more of these balloons being inflated throughout the morning. We have Faith Iwanu in our Sky 7. She's up above Balloon Fiesta. She has the best view, honestly. Faith, you have a really amazing view of the balloons. What are you seeing? How are you doing up there? You've been out there all morning.
Hey, Christiana, good morning. I'm pretty excited. I'm very, very excited right now. Just such a gorgeous view from our photojournalist, Teresa, right now in Sky 7. We're surrounded by them all, bright colors, just, all over.
Mics on? Our mics on? Perfect. Okay, so we are going to pull it back, but this is from Sky 7, from Faith's point of view. We had Smokey the Bear out there. You can see all of the colorful balloons.
The Duke City truck, I feel like, is always a popular one, too.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I did. He was down in the lower right-hand corner, but he got pushed out of the way.
Look at the magnificent colors. How magical is that?
It's just magical just seeing this many balloons together. Now, we always look forward to them launching, but even when you had the opportunity to see them on the ground, it just looks like a bunch of little marbles on the ground right now.
Like a bag of Skittles.
A bag of Skittles? Don't make me hungry now.
I know. We're waiting on our breakfast burritos. Hey, if you guys do go out to Balloon Fiesta, just so you know, there is plenty to do than just stare at the balloons. Obviously, that's the best part. But there are hundreds of vendors out there. You can go and you buy pins, collectible pins for your favorite balloons. I really want the Como Se Llama one.
Como Se Llama?
And then also food, of course. We're talking about funnel cake out there. I don't know. Are you a sweets person?
I am a sweets person.
In the morning?
I don't care when it is. Sweet. Anytime is time for sweets for me. But there's 40 food vendors out there according to what I'm reading, and so that's a good thing. And you want to know how big this event is? So when we talked about it earlier, from 2024, we had 85% of the people who attended Balloon Fiesta were actually from somewhere else other than New Mexico. So that 85%, and that's a lot of people. And the event estimated to generate around $216 million. So that's the reason why, this is such a big event and something that we really look forward to each year, and I can't just say enough about it. I was trying to look at that teardrop balloon.
October is my favorite. We have the brain one that we love.
I love the brain.
The cow one.
He's a favorite.
And there's Yoda and Darth Vader. And I talked to New Mexicans, native to New Mexico, and they tell me that this is something that never gets old. Of course, the traffic is always the worst part, but once you get through it, they say that the magic, it's as magical as when they were kids. And it's something that just always brings the kid out of you, no matter what age you are.
I think Todd summed it up earlier this morning when he said, people in bumper-to-bumper traffic waiting for hours. You think that they're going to be in a bad mood, and then they get to the parking lot, take 30 minutes to park, and then they're having the time of their life by the time they jump up out of the car. So that to me is just magnificent. Matter of fact, one of the balloons that I saw, it was a teardrop. I think it was purple, blue, and light blue. But it's called Heart's Desire. So
Oh, that's cute. Our heart's desire is to get these balloons up in the air.
Yeah, right? I think tomorrow might be the day for that.
Yeah, that'll be good. So tomorrow, remember, you guys, if you went today, or if you have family members that went today and are texting you, and they're like, hey, what the heck? We don't have any balloons in the air. Well, you can buy tickets for tomorrow. This is why this is a 9-day event. You have plenty of opportunities to get out to Balloon Fiesta Park. We do want to go to Faith Iwanu, who is up in Sky 7. She has the best view. Faith, how are you? We didn't get a mass ascension, but we're seeing all the beautiful colors out there.
No, it's all good. Hey, Christiana, good morning. Hey, Corey, just such a gorgeous view right now from our photojournalist, Teresa, right now in Sky 7. We're literally surrounded by them all, bright colors, hopefully getting ready to paint the skies soon. If you just take a look at all of these balloons down there, some are still inflating right now. Tons of new special shapes expected this year. So I'm pretty excited. Back to you guys.
Appreciate Faith.
They got our mics on?
Yeah, I think so.
Hello. Okay, we are back. Okay, I think we saw it was called Steggy, and it was the dinosaur, right?
Yeah, that is Steggy.
Okay, they're trying to get Steggy to go up. They have the envelope up on the ground. They've been trying to get it to kind of just inflate a little bit.
Stagnant display.
Yeah, so we'll see if we get Steggy up. That is something that we are going to have to wait on. But it looks like the winds, the last time we checked in with Todd, he said that it's still calm there. So let's go ahead and go over to Todd. Todd, you were talking about how conditions were a little bit calmer. Are they still like that? How are the winds out there? How is everybody feeling as well, because we didn't get that mass ascension?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a bummer, right, when the balloons don't go up, especially for the people out of town who aren't used to this event. So it's super calm down here. It feels like it's 5-6 miles per hour winds. So we were just talking to a woman from Louisiana, and she's like, well, when are the balloons going up? Static display today. You guys were talking about how perfect the conditions are going to be tomorrow. She's heading out of town tonight, so she doesn't get to come tomorrow. So she was bummed, but the static display is awesome. Met this guy right here. Cody, what's going on, man? How's your first balloon fiesta been going?
It's been really good. I got to see my favorite character.
Who's that?
Darth Vader, the Imperial Sith Apprentice of Dark Sidious.
You sound like you know your Star Wars. I just read on the internet the other day we got a new Star Wars movie coming out. You hear anything on that?
No.
Okay, fair enough. The hair's awesome. How long you been growing that thing out?
Well, like 5 years ago, it started growing, and every time we cut it off, it just grows back after 1 year.
You're on the Nutrafol or Miracle Grow or something, because it's looking fantastic. You told me earlier, tell everyone who's watching on TV right now where you traveled from.
North Carolina.
And you drove, and what the heck did you do for that long drive?
Absolutely nothing.
Really? Just sat there and looked at the clouds, Mom? Like we're just...
He's on the video games.
He's on, okay, so he's fibbing a little bit. You had the video games?
Yeah, the video games, that's a little bit.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Traveling around. Are you guys coming tomorrow?
No.
Oh, gotta work, so you don't get to come tomorrow. What's been your favorite part so far, bud?
Darth Vader, of course.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Mom, thanks for swinging by.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Travel nursing, so we're happy to be here.
Okay, cool.
So, thank you.
All right, see you, Cody. Fun to talk to you. All right, Christiana, Corey, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Todd. Thank you so much. You know, people still have really good spirits out there, and that's what's the most important thing. And I believe that with an event like this, when you're surrounded by, you're surrounded by hundreds of balloons, how can you not be happy?
That's what I was looking outdoors right now, too, and just seeing the same thing. There goes Steggy.
They got Steggy up. Look at him. Oh my goodness. All right, do we have any information about Steggy?
Well, I know
Where's
Steggy.
He from?
He's from Brazil. Steggy's from Brazil, and he's flying by George. I don't want to butcher George's last name. A-R-Y? Or Array?
Let me see. Let me read it.
Right here. Yeah, so... But anyways, he's coming in all the way from Brazil, and everybody loves dinosaurs. I remember I used to watch Jurassic Park all the time because of the dinosaurs, and now you got one out there at Balloon Fiesta. Steggy is definitely going to be a favorite, and one of the ones that the kids love to see go up in the air. I kind of sympathize with the young lady from Louisiana just because I lived like 8 years of my life in Louisiana, and I know how she probably feels to try to come to an event like this. But like how you said, even though we don't have the mass ascension, people are still in a good mood, and we just saw proof of that in Todd's interview right there. So I mean, I'm just excited. I'm going to be excited all week. I think actually last year, and correct me if I'm wrong, Christiana, we had a mass ascension every day. Now the first day was the one that was up in the air, and we got it towards the end. But we did actually launch every day last year.
We did. We had it was on the first day it was halted a bit, like there was a hold, but then we went up, like maybe 10 minutes later. I know we were a bit nervous on the first day, but every single day we had a launch. We did. Now remember, mass ascensions, they like to say, it's Wednesdays and weekends is what they say, masses, and I think that's like special shapes, you have your regular, so I've always been confused about that. But a launch. We launched every single day, so we'll see. We'll see. Tuesday's looking a little iffy too, huh? With that
Yeah,
weather.
Tuesday with the weather and the rain. The rain will start picking up as soon as we get over towards Monday. The chance to jump up. Now the good news is
It
sometimes
may affect evening events, right?
That's what I was about to say. It
Yeah.
usually affects the evening more so than the morning. So hopefully that will die down by the time we get towards mass ascension.
Yeah, and if you guys are headed out tomorrow, it looks like a better day for tomorrow. You have the Fiesta de los Globitos, which is a remote control balloon exhibition. That's one of people's favorites.
That's cool.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. But we're gonna head into a break now. Here is another live look at Balloon Fiesta Park. We'll be right back. We'll see you soon.
This is KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Welcome back to KOAT special coverage of the 53rd ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. We do have the stagnant displays right now, but I love this. We can see the special shapes that have been inflated. It is just gorgeous. All of the different colors out there. Really great display, a picture opportunity, and a great time to enjoy with family and loved ones.
Right. Is that one balloon crashing down right now?
Yeah, I think it
down?
is. Maybe they're bringing them down.
Probably bringing at least that one down. Everybody else looks to be flying
high. The brain
high.
is flying, yeah. Stagnant.
Well, that's why I said, I don't mean, I was so prepared to say flying.
It's okay. But you know what? A lot of people may be disappointed, but they also have other things to do today. So they can go to the chainsaw carving, which is from 8 to noon, and then they have the chainsaw carving auction at 10. So there's lots of fun things to do. You can even go into the Balloon Fiesta Museum.
That's true.
And learn about all of the ballooning here. But we do want to go to Todd, who is live on the field at Balloon Fiesta Park. He is talking to a family who made their way all the way from Colorado.
Yeah, these guys from Colorado here, some of them previously from Albuquerque. Just met a guy from Pierce, South Dakota. Trivia for you guys. That's the capital of South Dakota. It's my home state, so I'm going to talk with him in a second. First, the group from Aurora, drove down last night. How are we feeling?
Pretty good right now, yeah.
What time did the alarm clock go off this morning, guys?
Like 5 o'clock.
Okay, and where are we staying? Hotel, Airbnb?
Hotel, yeah.
Okay, what are the first impressions of Balloon Fiesta for you guys who haven't been here before?
I mean, it's pretty cool, a ton of different balloons, you know. Wish we could see them take off today, but...
Come back tomorrow. It's going to be perfect. So you guys are from Albuquerque originally?
Yes.
And so how'd this all work out? You tell these guys they got to come down and see this event?
Yeah, we were coming down to see family and for the Balloon Fiesta, so we just invited them also to come down with us. So.
Okay, sounds good. Do you guys eat green chili there in Colorado?
Yeah.
You do?
It's mild.
It's
not the good stuff.
This is what I'm talking about. I was going to razz these guys a little, but you're doing a really good job at that. So you're going to treat them to some? You have a favorite restaurant or anything while you're here in town?
There are some good burrito places that we know that has some good green chili, so we'll probably take them there.
Will they be able to handle it?
I hope so.
Maybe just some milk to go along with it, guys, you Colorado boys. So how was the drive last night? You went through Raton, Las Vegas, Santa Fe. Any highlights?
Not really. Kind of slept the whole time. So.
Well, it sounds like are you guys siblings?
Yeah.
Your brother is 7 hours from Aurora.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to tell him it's 75 miles per hour. You don't have to drive 50.
No, you know, just try to keep up with their parents. So I couldn't do that much. So.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the static display. Thanks for stopping by. Always great to talk to new people. So have fun. Enjoy the burritos. Take it easy on the chili. You know, pace yourself. All right. Colorado's got good chili as well. It's just tough to compete. All right, guys. Good to meet you. Take care. All right. You know, RJ says no. Colorado does not have good. I was trying to be diplomatic there. I was just trying to be nice to our new friends from Colorado. But yes, New Mexican chili. Can't handle that. I'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
I will say about the chili here, I'm from Arizona. I've been here for over a year now, you and me both. The green chili here, normally green chili over there is not spicy. And then the green chili here,
They'll burn you up here.
Yeah, I just got to put it on the side. It depends on where you go.
I stay putting it on the side. I don't chance it. Like y'all put that on the side.
Yeah, no, or the bathroom's I'm gonna be in there all afternoon with that. But we are looking at some of the special shaped balloons.
Yeah.
Corey, how many new ones are there this
Well, we
year?
have 11 special shaped balloons that will be making their first appearance this year. So we got 11 new ones, and you know, hey, it's always good to add to the party.
I know. I'm super excited for some of them. We were talking about them earlier. We want to get a better view of some of them. Hopefully we're seeing some of them in the sky. This is where Faith Iwanu is in Sky 7 this morning. Faith, hello. What special shapes are you seeing right now?
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, that's right. Just such a gorgeous view right now from our photojournalist Teresa in Sky 7. If you take a look at Pirate Joe from Brazil, that's a new one this year. Just a beautiful static display. There's another one to the right too. Not sure if that's like a vampire, little Dracula action going on. But that's pretty cool too. Haven't seen that one before. Just bright colors, hopefully getting ready to paint the sky soon. Some balloons are still inflating right now as well. Tons of new special shapes expected this year. Like Corey said, 11 new ones this year. So I am pretty excited. Back to you.
I like the one with the red bandana back there. He was so cool.
That one is Geronimo.
Geronimo.
From Brazil. We also saw Vlad Dracula, also from Brazil.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? People
Brazil out here, they got some balloons now. You know what I'm saying?
Very
if this was
fun
a balloon
ones.
contest, that was cool. I like Geronimo.
We got Steggy there. That one's
Steggy.
always our favorite, huh?
Yeah.
Also
definitely
from
Kid's favorite,
Brazil.
too. I don't know who that is.
Oh, look at the one with the balloons on it. Oh yeah, who are they trying to inflate right there?
I don't know. I gotta look for somebody who's blue.
Oh, he has a blue hat on.
I was about to say, could that be evil? No, it's not.
We might,
him.
yeah, he has a little blue hat on. It looks like. It looks like he might be an animal, maybe, huh?
Maybe so.
What is the mouse in the back?
The mouse in the back. I'm gonna call him Mouse in the House for now until I find his official name. Until I find his official name. I'm nicknaming.
It's always so fun to try to find what these balloons are because, again, there's hundreds of them. So we get to kind of just look through our little pamphlet that they give us, and we get to guess. It's so much fun, and it's amazing when you're actually out on the field. Corey and I, we went together last year for our first balloon fiesta, and we were running around the field like little kids trying to find our favorite special shapes.
Yeah, y'all thought I was looking for y'all. I was looking for my own balloon.
I know, we're like, where's Corey? We got to meet up with Corey. I was like, you know what? At this point, I'm trying to find Hamlet. I'm trying to find Pegasus, but that is so fun. Oh, I think it's a dog. We'll have to find it while we send it to Alyssa now, who is also at Balloon Fiesta Park. Hello, good morning, Alyssa. We haven't heard from you in a while. What are you seeing? Who have you been talking to? What have you been up to?
Hey guys, good morning. Yep, we have been running around everywhere, just like you guys said. I mean, we were trying to see all of these balloons around us. I know you see them up behind me. We have this little dinosaur, so cute. But you know, we have been talking to people as well from all parts of the state. We have someone here from Carlsbad, actually. This is Michelle. Michelle, tell our viewers hi.
Hello, viewers.
So tell us a little bit about, you said you've been coming for many years. Why do you make the trip out here?
Because this is a way of everybody getting together. The way the world is today, that's what we need. We need unity, and this is one of the things that has brought a lot of things together.
No, absolutely. And you're here with your family as well. I mean, how much fun are you guys having, and how's it been since this morning?
We love it. We love it. We've been here since 4 o'clock this morning, and it's something that we're never going to miss. At least while we have life, this is something we're going to attend to at all times.
Absolutely. I've heard from a couple of people, they're a little sad, some for their first times, that the balloons haven't gone up yet. Are you guys, feeling that same way?
Not necessarily sad, but, it's due to the weather. It's whatever the weather is, but it's going to happen. They're going to go up. I'm sure they are, and it's going to be really nice. So for you first-timers, don't let it be it's your first, but don't let it be your last.
Absolutely. And so tell us a little bit about your favorite balloon and why.
Okay, so I love them all, but I have to go with Darth Vader. So my son-in-law that has passed on, we lost my son-in-law, and his name was Storm. So my grandson is a Star Wars fan, so he's got nothing but stormtroopers, and he's got actually a bunch of the Star Wars characters, but he loves the Darth Vader and the stormtroopers. So that's going to be my favorite.
Gotcha. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, but it's great that you're able to still keep that loving memory here. And speaking of those balloons, they have all of their characters there to entertain people, to interact with people. Yes. Have you interacted with them, and how was that like?
We interacted with actually the stormtroopers and all the characters from the Darth Vader, of course, the Star Wars movie, and it was awesome. It was it's something for everybody to see.
Do you think more of the balloons, if it is based off a movie or anything, should have that kind of crew there to help bring it to life?
Yes, most definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, Michelle. We appreciate it, and I hope you and your family have a great time out here.
Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, it's just been a lot of fun out here. People are still enjoying it, even though the balloons didn't go up in the air. I mean, it's still so cool to just be right next to it. I mean, you just see how big it is compared to yourself. And again, lots to see here. We are starting to see those special shapes now, like this dinosaur. We see the frog over here, but lots of fun shapes. I mean, I was looking at the pins earlier and she was telling me, you know, these are all new balloons that are also coming out here, like Walter from Breaking Bad. So many cool things out here, but we're going to go ahead and send it back to you guys.
I think all the nicest people in New Mexico decided they're gonna meet at Balloon Fiesta Park, because between Alyssa's interviews and Todd's interviews, I'm just meeting some nice people, and man, they really warmed my heart today.
Yeah, that one got me.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is what makes events like this so special. Is because it brings people together. You never know people's stories until you ask them. And that's why I love our job as journalists, because something as simple as balloons, you would think, it means so much more to so many people. For me, it's a childhood dream. And when I first got here, I know I told you that was something in Arizona, we would see hot air balloons, and I would be like, flying was the closest thing to heaven for me. And so it was just a childhood dream to be in a balloon, and just being surrounded by them last year with you guys, with good friends. It was just an amazing memory for me, and I'm so excited to be able to do it again this year with you guys for our second time. But that was so special. Thank you so much, Michelle, for sharing that with our Alyssa Munoz and with us and with our viewers. That was so
very
special.
Touching story too.
Yeah, that was so special.
Especially about the Darth Vader balloon, and you know, her son-in-law. You know, definitely a very touching story right there.
It was, and we're seeing all the beautiful colors here now. I believe that's from our Sky 7, huh?
Yeah,
they have the best view.
For the Sky 7, they get the best view, and then even when the balloons go up and they get to fly around with them and stuff like that, that's super cool.
We're seeing the penguin. I see a penguin.
I saw the penguin last year.
Yeah, the penguin one.
They got one that's called Splash. I don't know if that's Splash.
I don't know if that one is Splash. It might be another one. But those are all so precious. I love them. The other one was, we found it. I think it was Little Dog they were trying to inflate.
That's true.
It might be Tall Steve is the penguin I'm seeing from there. But let's see if Todd has a different view and what he's seeing. Hello, Todd. How are you? What are you seeing out there? Are you seeing any fun shapes? Have you spotted any?
Yeah. I got to tell you, I ran into some South Dakotans, so honestly, I haven't been looking at the balloons too much because we've been just reminiscing about, you know, one of my favorite states ever. So 2 South Dakotans from Millbank, South Dakota. You take Highway 12 out of Aberdeen straight east. You run into Millbank about an hour and 10 minutes later. How are you two doing?
Great. We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So what brings you down to Albuquerque? Not just the Fiesta, but the group.
Yeah, so we have 5 girls that have been friends since grade school, and we have a friend that lives in Albuquerque, so we've been trying for a few years to get down here.
So I was talking to another South Dakotan who's from Pierre, and you overheard me say Aberdeen. I think this is how it all started, right? Yes. And you are wearing North Dakota State, and we say bison, we don't say bison up there, right? And how are the bison doing this year?
The bison are doing great. They haven't lost a game yet. Yeah. And they've kind of trampled all of their opponents so far. So
doing what they do.
Doing great.
Wency's playing for the Vikings. Carson, if you've caught that, a former Bison quarterback.
Yeah.
So do you think you can make it back tomorrow morning? Because they're going to lift off tomorrow morning for sure.
We're going to try. Well, we're going to be back for sure, because we got to see that, don't we?
And this is why we came.
Yeah, totally. So we'll be back.
And then the college, Northern State University, which is in Aberdeen, South Dakota. So these two went to school a block away from where I grew up. What's your favorite memories from Northern State? We're live on TV, so keep them clean, though, please, okay?
I'm going to say the Chance.
Okay.
Do you remember the Chance?
Yeah, the Chance ball.
Yeah, that was my favorite place.
Last Chance.
The last chance.
Was the zoo bar around?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we didn't have enough money to pay cover to get into the zoo.
The zoo was hitting covers back then, huh?
So, yeah, we waited in the last chance until they wiped the cover charge out, and then we go over there.
How was the basketball team when you guys were at Northern?
Because good then. Yeah. I don't really remember a lot of that.
I don't either.
So there's a huge field. Did you live in Jurdy Hall by chance?
For the first week.
Okay, for the first week, you got...
We were roommates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a week we were in Jurdy.
And then we moved to Steele Hall.
So there's that big field just behind Jurdy, just to the east. I lived on that field. So that is, we were right next to each other. 40 years ago or something like that.
Yeah,
Dating me,
yeah.
not you. Dating me there. So, thanks for stopping by. It's great to.
It's good to run into somebody from our hometown.
And when I saw the Bison sweatshirt, for sure. So, well, enjoy Fiesta. The balloon glow tonight. Wind's going to pick up. Should calm down tonight. Balloon glow's awesome.
We're coming for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the drone show? Did you catch the?
Yes,
Dang.
that was awesome. I recorded the whole thing to take home and show my grandkids. And
Keeps
they're
getting
gonna love
better.
it. Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, thank
All right.
you.
Thanks for. Yeah, great chatting. All right, see you guys. Sorry that went probably way too long, but those are my people from back home, so I had to chat with them. Christiana and Corey, back to you in the studio.
You know what, Todd? It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't have balloons up in the air.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need. It gives me and Corey a chance to eat burritos.
I think Todd, the only person I know from South Dakota, man.
I don't know anyone.
I don't know anybody else.
Hopefully he can find someone from Texas or from Arizona, where we're from.
Look, Todd get named the capital of that place and said it's going to be a trivia question later. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to bomb that now, so don't even come back and ask that.
Don't. We'll study. We have a computer.
Yeah, we got a computer.
Look,
I'm going to Google
seeing
it.
Smokey the Bear right now,
Mhm.
and we're seeing all of the other beautiful, colorful balloons out there. There are some that will actually have art pieces that people have painted and they transferred onto balloons. So it's really awesome. Once the balloons take off, there is still plenty to do at Balloon Fiesta Park. Here's a look at what's happening the rest of the day. The chainsaw carving kicks off at 8 o'clock, so right now, and the carving auction is at 10 o'clock. The carving continues at 3. That's followed by Team Fast Track Skydiving at 5. Pretty cool. At 6:30, it's the Twilight Twinkle Glow. That's another popular event. Team Fast Tracks performs at 7:30, and 15 minutes later is the Drone Light Show, and the Afterglow Fireworks Show wraps up this evening at 8 o'clock.
Man, I like fireworks.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, so now we are going to give you a
Sky
look
view
at our balloons from our Sky 7.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing lots out there. Me and Corey are enjoying.
I'm trying to
We're like Hunt. It's like, where's Waldo?
Look, I'm zooming in so hard with my eyes. I wish I could see this far away. I'm sorry.
Wait, there's Hamlet.
That's what I was looking at. I was trying to figure out who he was.
It's Hamlet. Hamlet, it is from Rio Rancho, right here from New Mexico, and it is Hamlet's last year flying. He has 8 more days to actually get up in the air.
8 more days.
All right,
Got to make the most of them.
That's good. Almost there.
New Mexico. It is 8 o'clock. No mass ascension at the 53rd annual ExxonMobil International Balloon Fiesta.
No,
but it is in full swing, and we are actually looking at some of our stagnant display balloons. You can see the Franken Boy
and Geronimo.
Both from Brazil.
Yeah.
We've been seeing lots of special shapes going up. We can see Hamlet in the distance there. It's Hamlet from Rio Rancho right here in New Mexico. Last year of flying. So 8 more days of flying, and then he'll retire or be bought by somebody else, hopefully to return for another balloon fiesta.
We're always we're always happy to bring Hamlet back.
Yeah, that would be amazing if he could come back. But we have been having lots of fun here in the morning, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day when it comes to the weather and the mass ascension. Corey has been talking about really gorgeous conditions, so hopefully we can kick it off with hundreds of balloons taking flight here in Albuquerque like we've had in years past. We have Todd Kurtz, who is live at Balloon Fiesta Park on the ground talking to families. Todd, who do you have with you now?
Yeah, Melissa's with me, remote control balloon pilot. We can confirm too the sun came out. Yes. We are smack dab looking into that thing right now. Thanks for swinging by, Melissa. So your story's so cool. Can you tell everyone back at home, you started out as a commercial pilot?
Started out as a big commercial pilot. So the big balloons, and I still have 3 of them, but gradually converted. I've had remote controls for 30 years. I've had 2 little ones. The smallest one is Itsy Bitsy Spider, and it looks like a little Spider-Man.
Oh, cool. So 30 years on the RCs, but the popularity of them just seems to have taken off recently, is that?
Yes, the popularity has just exploded lately. 5 years ago, we had probably 35. 4 years ago, we had about 50. Last year, we had 80, and this year, we have 90. So we're super excited we have 90.
Did you break a record last year?
Last year we did, but we didn't have it very long because the Germans kept asking us about it, and they were right on our tail to break it after we got it.
So if all 90 would lift off tomorrow morning, would that be record?
That would be absolutely lovely, and we would love to get the record again this year.
That would break it?
That would break it if we got all 90.
So tell us, people who haven't seen them before, tell us about these RCs, the differences, the similarities to these big balloons.
So the little RCs are 4 size of the big balloon, but we have 4 times the fun. We operate just like a big balloon, where we have a remote control, but it operates the burner to go up and down. So the only way we can control it is up and down. But we do have to keep a tag line on it, or a tether line on it. It's kind of like a kite. We're flying a kite, but it's a 3D kite.
And what do you need for wind speed with that then?
Well, we hope the winds aren't as bad as they were today. Today would have been an absolutely hard day for us to get up because of the winds in the bigger balloons. You know, some of the bigger balloons are kind of rocking and rolling out there. So we could not have gone up today. So we're hoping that tomorrow is an absolutely awesome day for us, which it looks like. And we're going to be on N and P tomorrow.
Perfect. That's after the balloons take off, right?
So we're actually in the middle of when the balloons take off. So when the big ride balloons take off, we're going to be on N and P, and we take the spot of the ride balloons. So in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's almost dead middle.
Dead middle of the field, and we'll lay out our tarps, and then the balloons will fly over the little RCs, which is really cool.
Yeah. We might have a box tomorrow, it sounds like, too.
Awesome.
So that'd be fantastic. Have you, when you were piloting the bigger balloons, had you taken off from Fiesta before?
Yes, I flew Columbia Sportswear.
What's that experience like?
That is an amazing experience, because you get to take off and look back and see all the crowd and all the people and enjoy it.
Real quickly before we let you go, just more on the backstory on why you decided to make the shift. I know you still keep up your pilot's license for the big balloons, but it sounds like you've fully converted now.
So yeah, once you get a little balloon, it's addicting, and you keep getting little balloons. So I have 9 little RC balloons, or globitos, here in Albuquerque. I've got 2 special shapes, and then 7 conventional, but it's really cool. One of my favorite ones is a paw print, and of course then I have the puppy dog, and we call him Peter Porker, but he's actually Spider Pig.
Nice. Awesome. And your husband had something to do with that, right?
Yeah.
It had a connection with Spider Pig.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. So we had the big Spider Pig, and then he passed, and so I had to have a little one.
Yeah, totally. How sweet. I hope you guys break the record tomorrow.
Thank you.
And people are going to love it. I hope a lot of people swing by and see it. So if you are watching at home, tomorrow morning, 7:30, 8 o'clock, head to the middle of the field. And
yeah, about 8 o'clock, because we have our pilot briefing 7:30, and once they let us onto the field, then we can go and take our spots on the field.
You know, they don't like us promising anything, but tomorrow, you're watching the weather. Tomorrow looks
We are really
good.
watching it, and it does look awesome tomorrow. So come and see us. We love to say hello to everybody. The pilots are very friendly and love to visit with folks.
You said we'll toss it back to them in a second, but you did say people can get so close to these remote controls.
Yes, we enjoy visiting with everybody, so come up and visit, say hi, and we'll tell you how to get involved if you want to get involved.
Appreciate you stopping by, Melissa. It's nice to meet you. You too. All right, we'll toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, and I love how up and close and personal that you can get with these balloons. We can see a few of them coming down. I believe the stagnant display is probably going to be over pretty shortly here. They've been up for an hour with no mass ascension. There's really no point of really keeping them up any longer. So we're seeing those going down now. But the cool thing about this, though, she was talking about the pilot briefing. That's a great thing to attend. It's your opportunity to hear how things work, why things go the way that they go. And this is honestly a very unique event. We already know that here in Albuquerque. But it's also unique because you can go up and close to the pilots and talk to them. And they're happy to answer your questions as long as they're not busy inflating their balloons.
Yeah, they helped me out a lot last year.
They're amazing. All right, we want to go up to Faith now to see what she is seeing up in Sky 7. Hello, Faith. Good morning.
Hey, Christiana. Good morning. Listen, I mean, it's a static display. Some balloons are still deflating, but it's still a gorgeous view from up here right now, Sky 7. Take a look right now at the Brain balloon. Definitely made a return this year, and now a new fan favorite. Again, some balloons are still going down right now. We did just catch a glimpse of my good friend, another fan favorite, Smokey the Bear, moments ago. But again, tons of new special shapes expected this year, 11 new ones to be exact. So I'm pretty excited. We have so many days to look forward to, so it's all good. Back to you.
I like how Faith ended that. It's all good.
It's all good. She's one of the most positive people in our newsroom.
Yeah, she is.
And you know, with balloons, like we were talking about earlier, this is a 9-day event.
Right.
Okay, this is only day 1. Tomorrow is looking great, but again, no promises. We always like to say that. But we have all week long.
Right.
You know, so there are other opportunities, and honestly, it's really affordable. There's great ways to get you tickets, and there's great ways for you to keep coming. I know some people are coming for a day, and that's awful. Try again next year, you know. It's just, this is an event that's strictly based upon weather.
And even when we launched every day last year, I think that was a rarity. I forgot how many times that has only happened. I used to know the answer, but I don't.
Byron was telling us how rare that is, that almost never happens. We did have delays, though, you know, so this is rare. We were hoping, we're crossing our fingers that it didn't happen on our first time.
I'm calling that brain crash, because the brain's going down.
That's good. Brain freeze, because it's a stagnant display. All right. Well, as we head into the break, looking at the brain here, here's another live look at Balloon Fiesta Park. We're going to let you enjoy the balloons with some music for a few minutes. We'll see you right back here in just a few minutes.
This is KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Welcome back to our coverage of the 53rd Annual ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. We have the
brain crash right there.
The Dos Equis, the best beer ever.
Hey, I can't debate.
No,
I don't
we
know
have a lot of good breweries here, though, so that is a hard one.
That is a tough
the
one.
spicy pickle beer at Bosque, so good, so good. Yes, but we have a huge crowd out there, thousands of people.
Yeah,
you can see probably heading home because we are seeing the display going down now. So we're seeing a lot of people getting off of the field. Maybe, hopefully, they're not heading home and they're checking out hundreds of vendors that we have at Balloon Fiesta Park.
Good time to get a pin.
Yes, get some pins. They're collectible. We did that on our first time at Balloon Fiesta Park.
I got
How many did you get?
Too many.
Too many. I think I got like 5.
My little bank account was mad at me next day.
It said, yeah, we got a few. I really hope I can get my hands on a Hamlet one this year because it's Hamlet's last year.
Okay.
So we'll see. But we can see here, is that Teddy Twins?
That is Teddy Twins.
Teddy Twins
Teddy
also
Twins is going
deflating
down.
there.
He's climbing the tree on down.
It's all right, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. We're going to go over to Alyssa now, who is at Balloon Fiesta Park, and she is with a crew chief.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning, Alyssa.
Hey guys, yes, I am at the Little Dog, and right now we have Heather with us. She is the crew chief. Heather, talk to us a little bit about, what happened today and why you guys weren't able to go up.
Well, today the winds were 40-mile-an-hour gusts up about 10,000 feet, so it was too dangerous to fly, and as we stood up, we were bouncing around back and forth. So we could not stay up for more than 10 minutes because it was too dangerous to stay up. So hopefully tomorrow will be better.
Absolutely. You were telling me that, with the propane tanks, with, the gondola, with the balloon, it's about 1,000 pounds. So you guys weren't able to stay long either.
No, it's about 1,000 pounds with everything. We have 5 propane tanks, and it's 9 stories tall. So as you can imagine, that balloon will take a truck up in the air if the winds get too heavy. So that's why we had to take it down.
Gotcha. So now we see that kind of happening right here behind me. Show us, what goes into taking down a balloon?
Well, we have to get all the air out. We open all the vents. We have a crew of 16 to 25 to do this. And then we sit there and roll it up. And we have some people laying on the balloon, rolling down the balloon to help get the air out. And you can see the vents getting opened on the sides. And it takes about 30 to 45 minutes to do this.
Gotcha. It seems like you guys have such, a great crew here. You guys seem really close. You said you've been doing this for a few years. I mean, talk about how it is to just work this whole fiesta together.
Oh, it's great. We've been doing crewing for about 6 years together. And so every year we all look forward to having our Brazilian pilot and his wife come down, and then all of us gather together with our kids. We have barbecues and whatnot, and then we get together and do this for 10 days and then go home and look forward to it next year.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for talking with us and for explaining to our viewers, what was kind of going on today, but we appreciate it very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. And, we'll go ahead and send it back to you guys.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. So a lot of people, like I said, hopefully they're not in a rush to leave. I know a lot of people are really wanting the balloons to go up in the air. That's what most people come for. But there's lots of vendors out there, and there's lots to do after Mass Ascension, like going to the main stage. Usually there are performers there, and we actually do have the Oak Canyon dancers from Pueblo Jimenez. They're going to be performing all the way until 10:30. So go and check them out. Go and grab some pins. Go grab some burritos and coffee. We are looking at some gorgeous balloons out there. Still some that are inflated, but we're seeing a lot right now that are deflating. So hopefully people will go and enjoy other things around Albuquerque because people are celebrating all throughout the city. This is one of our biggest events.
Maybe tonight you get the balloon glow. So that's a maybe there. I mean, it's still going to be a little windy because that's going to be the time we start seeing the winds come down a little bit.
Where it's starting to. All right. So well, we'll see. There's lots to do tonight as well at Balloon Fiesta Park. Let's go ahead and check in with Todd Kurtz now.
Christiana, how you doing? So Cowboys fan, I tried to get a Cowboys fan on Christiana this morning for you. He was too shy. RJ, though, who's usually in studio with you, he's running the camera today. He's got his New York Giants hat on. 2 Cowboys fans walked by, and, man, I was holding him back. You should have seen the debate going on. And he knows his Giants are in trouble right now, Christiana. So when he returns to studio, just take it easy on him, you know, he's a little sensitive this year. All right, so we had our static display, still have a couple of balloons up right now. It's still a packed crowd out here. No one wants to go home. It was still a fun day. Static display is awesome. I think it's underrated. I think those evening clothes are just fantastic to go to. Of course, you want to see the mass ascension, but this was a lot of fun today. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. I love your hat. So we were going through just the people who we've met and then the license plates we saw coming into the park today. It's a worldwide event. It's a United States-wide event for sure. So California, Wisconsin, shout out to you. New York ×3 on the license plates. New Jersey, Michigan, Arizona, Colorado, Ohio, Missouri, Utah, Texas ×10 on the license plates. They were all over the place today. How about some Minnesota, North Dakota, and of course South Dakota. Met some people who went to school in my hometown for college, actually. It was a blast talking with them. Some North Dakota State Bison fans as well. We'll hang out here, probably do a couple of more interviews. I'll toss it back to you guys in the studio as things are starting to get a little bit more quiet out here.
All right, Todd, thank you. We were waiting for his list of licenses, but that's his little game that he plays. He did that last year, and he had people from all over the United States. He sure
did. Yeah, I remember that license plates read off of, I think he'd even got Florida and New York in there, and that's all the way on like the opposite side of the country.
Yeah, and we have RJ. He was talking about RJ, who's out there with him. Bad morning. He lost out on a mass ascension on day one, and then his Giants aren't looking too good this year.
They're pretty bad, respectfully.
Sorry about it, man. That's what happens. That's football. After that Thursday game, I already told you, let's not get into it. It's just, we're coming off of a really tough football week for Cristiano.
Yeah, Hey, you got this weekend to make it up.
We'll see. The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta has created unforgettable memories and captured imaginations for 53 years now. But as Doug Fernandez shows us, it has humble beginnings.
It started with a birthday party and a balloon pilot named Sid Cutter. A local radio station was organizing a celebration for its 50th anniversary, and they asked him for help.
They got talking about, hey, let's have a balloon race to help celebrate. And Sid was asked, what's the biggest balloon race there has been? And the answer was 19 balloons in England. So Sid said, let's try to get 21 balloons.
13 actually showed up, and in 1972, in the parking lot of Coronado Mall, the first balloon fiesta was born. Sid Cutter flying in it.
We just wanted to see what a balloon event was like. Nobody had seen one.
From there, the event only grew. The following year, 13 countries took part in the first World Hot Air Balloon Championships. We talked to Cutter in 1981, and he knew it would become something special.
I think you'll find that it's going to turn out to be the world's largest air show with old-time wing walkers, and the thing will go on up through into the afternoon instead of just quitting right after the balloons finish.
By 2000, more than 1,000 balloons took part. Sid Cutter's creation continues to put smiles on faces from around the world even after his passing in 2011. The father of Fiesta immortalized at Balloon Fiesta Park with a statue. It shows Cutter on the edge of the basket with his dogs tagging along for the flight.
One time I said, Sid, this is kind of hard work, and he said, but look how many people we're making happy. That's what Fiesta meant to him, was the happiness it brought to life and to people and to the city.
Doug Fernandez, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Oh, okay.
Always some touching stories.
Yeah, I was looking at that, and Sid Cutter, they call him the father of Balloon Fiesta, you know, because he was a pioneer leading what we see right now.
Yeah.
53 years later.
And we are seeing a look at Balloon Fiesta Park, the field there.
Yes.
Did you know that you can actually spend the night and camp out there?
I did not know that.
You can do that. Of course, you have to plan days ahead for that. You do have to go online at balloonfiesta.com. You have to book things and plan in advance, but you don't have to ever leave Balloon Fiesta Park.
My goodness, I wonder
Isn't
if
that
anybody.
amazing?
I wonder if anybody's doing that this year. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, people bring their campers out there. You can sometimes see their little lawn chairs and their tents, and people will do that for days so that they don't miss out on any day. Because like today, if there's not a mass ascension, guess what? They're already there tomorrow. They don't have to deal with traffic.
That's true. It's the hack. I was about to say, I wonder what they eat, but now that I think about it, they got so many vendors around, you just buy a little extra and just hold on to it, you know?
Yeah, and make sure that you do go out and support those vendors if you are
Especially
wanting to
local.
plan. Yeah, we want to support our local vendors here. A lot of them are local, so make sure that you go out and you check them out, try them out, and just support them here in New Mexico. We have a lot to offer. As we head into the break, here's another live look at Balloon Fiesta Park. We're going to let you enjoy the views.
This is KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Good morning, New Mexico. It is 8:30. You're watching KOAT special coverage of the 53rd ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. Now, we did not get a mass ascension today. We had a stagnant display, and then we have those balloons going down now. So that is unfortunate, but you can see how people are still in high spirits. Yeah, they're in high spirits here. Lots of vendors. There's also shows going on at the main stage, just so everyone knows if you're planning on going any other days. Tomorrow is looking like a really good day, so hopefully we'll see a mass ascension tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow, but maybe people are just grabbing some breakfast.
Yeah, grab some breakfast, chill out, kick it.
Yeah. And we were talking about the vendors. We have a lot, I think you said 40 food vendors?
Yeah, that was
about
correct.
40 food vendors. Well, a big thing here in New Mexico, if you guys didn't know, if you're tuning in and you're not here locally, burritos, green chili, that is red chili, whatever you like. Some people like Christmas. Yeah, I'm a green chili gal. But burritos, Alyssa Munoz, she is with somebody who actually makes burritos. Alyssa, who do you have with you?
Hey, everybody. Yes, we are at Chili Traditions, and this is Ken right now. He is going to show us all he has to offer behind his tent. First starting, take a look at these fresh ribbon fries. I know you see that working right there. Yeah, that looks good. But Ken, walk us through back here. What do you have to offer to all the folks at Balloon Fiesta?
Well, of course, you got your breakfast burritos and everything like that, and we use New Mexico chili. That's what we're known for, is our chili. So if you come over here, you'll see the heating chili right over here. We got from the store. We carry all the chilies, which we always use a hot here at Chili Traditions because, New Mexicans, we want our hot green chili, And they're making their breakfast burritos right here. We're trying to keep up on the breakfast burritos. As you can see, the lines, everybody like that to get their breakfast burritos for the morning. Right over here, this is where we doctor your ribbon fries. Right over here is where we put them here after they're cooked. Then they go right over here to get their green chili and their cheese. They get drenched with green chili and cheese over here from this bar right here. And then over here on the other side over here, we'll cut through right here. And this is just another bar over here making more breakfast burritos. And we also have carne adobada burritos, chili relleno burritos.
What's your best seller here?
Well, you sell more breakfast burritos than anything, of course, but we have a chili relleno burrito that we do, and it's got a chili relleno in it, and it's got green chili, cheese, ground beef, and tomatoes. Oh, it's the bomb. It is a great thing. I have probably about 50 or 60 people that are waiting when I open my booth just to get their rellenos for the year. We only do food for 9 days out of the year at Chili Traditions. We have a retail store in Albuquerque, so we just do this food here, so when they can get it, they get it. They got 9 days to get their food.
For New Mexico, of course, we are known for our chili. We just saw your green chili over there. What do visitors say when they're coming to visit your tent about the breakfast burritos?
Well, they always say the chili's hot because I use a hot green chili because, that's what we use here in New Mexico, for our local people. I also have a roaster in the back where we're roasting the chili fresh and everything like that. Then we keep it roasted and fresh. And all the tourists are really amazed with how chili roasting is, and they're always asking about questions and what we're doing and stuff like that as far as roasting chili.
You mentioned earlier there was a long line. We still have a lot of people out here. If you take a look right here with my photographer, but long lines here. Fiesta is about 9 days or so. What does it take to get this all together and to keep that operation going every day?
Yeah, it's a lot of work to get to this point right here. I'll tell you, I started setting up on the 21st of September. That's when we started setting up, and until last night when I left to go home to get sleep to be here at 2:30 this morning, up until that point in time I had something to do. So when I left here yesterday about 5 o'clock, that was when I was completed. So it takes a good 10, 12 days to get everything set up, get through health inspections, get through fire inspections, get through safety inspections, and all the things that are involved in being here.
Gotcha. I guess my last question, since breakfast burritos are the biggest thing right here, is what's the special secret? Is it the chili?
It's the chili. Chili Traditions has the best chili in Albuquerque, best chili in New Mexico, and New Mexico chili is #1, and that's what everybody wants, and that's what I'm known for is my New Mexico chili at Chili Traditions, and that's what they're here for.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, Ken. We really appreciate it. And guys, y'all were talking about those breakfast burritos, and now you got to see behind the scenes. I mean, smells amazing in here. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a sneak peek here in a second, but I'll send it back to you guys.
Man, teasing us over here. We haven't gotten our burritos yet.
I think Alyssa talking her way into a burrito
She's
right now.
She's talking her way. She's sweet talking. She's doing the shoulder tap. Like, hey, buddy. I need me a
burrito. Yeah.
But he lost me at chile relleno burritos. What?
Yeah.
You know what chile relleno is?
No, I have no idea.
So it's where they fry the chili and they put in cheese sometimes.
Okay.
It depends.
I think I have heard of that. I have ate that before.
It's spicy. It's good. That's one of my favorite things in the morning with some tortilla and beans. It's so good. But the chili here, he's right. My mama would wake me up anytime she'd make green chili and it would burn your eyes because usually when they're roasting it, it depends on what chili you're using too. But she'd make salsa or any green chili, anything, something, and you'd wake up because the smoke when you're roasting it burns your eyes. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's different chilies here. New Mexico has a different roasting chili type of deal here. I learned it when I moved here.
Well, when you said chili with that, I'm gonna go over your house and eat breakfast. That's where I'll be at.
Yeah, Mama Yo, she has some good chile relleno. It's really good. Well, hey, collecting pens are a big part of Balloon Fiesta.
I got one right here. Anyways, Royal Day shows us that the company behind them and how they use these little tiny pieces of metal to create a community.
Drive about 9.5 hours east of Albuquerque, you'll find Plano, Texas. The community just north of Dallas is known as the balloon capital of Texas, each year hosting their own festival with about 30 balloons. It's also home to the Plano Pin Company, ground zero for balloon pins for decades.
We sit down as a group here at Plano Pin and we bounce ideas back and forth and pencil, sketch, and draw.
Starting their work a year in advance when the theme of the upcoming Fiesta is revealed.
This year's theme is Painted Horizons. And so this year, all of the official event pins have an artist palette instead of paint splotches, little balloon splotches, and a paintbrush.
Artists will create about a dozen ideas, and Fiesta chooses the final design.
The main event pin has the ExxonMobil balloon on the pin, and the rest of them were tied around the themes from paintings. Kind of like for launch directors, we did the theme of American Gothic, if you know that painting with the husband and wife farmer with the pitchfork, and we tied that into them wearing zebra outfits.
The company is responsible for all the special shaped pins. This year, 92 of them.
We have to design one for each balloon and keep with their name and their theme, and they get approved by the pilots.
Then they are cast, cut, and colored overseas before ending up in Albuquerque, ready to buy.
Well, I have the bumblebees, and I know they have other ones here, so.
It's big. It's really big. There are a lot of people who come to Fiesta just to trade pins.
Probably have like 250 pounds, not pins, pounds.
Those trading days growing more and more popular, soaring to new heights last year.
There was quite a line to wait to get into the pin trading event.
Plano also has discount pins, giving everyone a chance to go home with a souvenir.
As a grandma, it makes me feel great. That's the smiles, and when they find one, oh, I gotta have this one.
Balloon Fiesta recognizing how pins create their own special community. Now hosting a design competition for students.
Any local 5th grader can submit a drawing. We have a stencil.
Schools will turn in their top submissions. The winner will be revealed later this year. And that pin design will be made into the official Albuquerque Aloft pin for next year. In Albuquerque, I'm Royal Day, KOAT, Action 7 News.
The pins are such a favorite part. Look at those long lines, trying to get into vendors, probably trying to buy some pins.
You could barely see ground. You can see, not where people are, you know what I'm saying? You see a lot of heads and just a lot of people walking around.
What pin are you hoping to get this year?
Oh, man, man, that's a good question. I'm hoping, I don't want to sound like a Grinch, but I'm going to try to avoid the pins because I spent too much money last year.
You did. You got a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot last year.
It was your first balloon Fiesta.
It was, and I was just buying into it all the way. So I was looking at a couple of them. I thought to myself, I forgot I got this last year.
I definitely want the Pegasus or the Hamlet. For sure Hamlet, but they said that those will probably sell out fast because it's his last year.
Right.
That's a balloon from Rio Rancho, and hopefully I can get a Como Se Llama one.
Como Se Llama.
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the Como Se Llama. That is so funny. That is so unique. And that is from Montana, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to check in with Todd Kurtz now, who is live on the field at Balloon Fiesta Park. Good morning, Todd. How are you? It's been a while since we checked in. Who do you have with you?
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, got a whole group here, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's in the water in Albuquerque, but some eastern South Dakotaners here. So we just bonded, kind of became best friends. They told me I look like I'm from Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Yeah. He's a brother from another mother.
Which is great. And Zelen here, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part about Fiesta so far?
The frog balloon.
Oh, yeah, that's your favorite one. Did you get anything from the pilot? Oh, you got to check this out, guys. That's a trading card there.
That's pretty cool.
How sweet. So coming back tomorrow, how's today been so far?
Great. Balloons didn't go up, but it's still a beautiful morning, and we've been having a really good time.
And has everyone been here before, or just you? Okay, nice.
I've lived here for 35 years, so they come see me.
Okay.
For Balloon Fiesta.
Awesome, nice. What'd you tell them about it, like before they got here? It's tough to explain, really, how great it is.
It is hard to conceptualize in words, but magical. The most photographed event in in the world, whatever it is. Yeah, it's hard to describe, but once you get up here, whether they ascent or not, it's pretty magical.
Were you impressed by the static display? I mean, it's still kind of cool,
It's still
right?
really cool.
Amazing.
It's still beautiful.
More
and we rode our
balloons than
bikes
I
here
thought.
too.
Oh, you did the bike program?
We did
Locked
bike
them up?
program, and the bike valets are here every year, and it's great. You really don't have to deal with traffic.
I got a new bike.
And he got a new bike
You're
that he
rolling
rode
with
here
new
today.
wheels?
Yep.
Brand new wheels.
They better park that one on the end then.
That's right.
If there's a ding on that thing, like, I tell you what, we're going to be talking to someone. So where do you park when you do that? Do you park somewhere or do you go from your house?
There's a great local organization called the Bike Valet, and they have all these volunteers, and you just park your bike, and they keep it secure. You don't have to lock it up. And there's part for e-bikes and regular bikes, and it's really easy to just come on the bike trail. You don't have to deal with traffic, and
How'd you
the environment is great.
How'd you end up in New Mexico from Turton, South Dakota?
My mom married a crazy man. and
I was hoping that's what you would say.
Right?
Yes.
And we moved to New Mexico, and here I stay.
We're kind of filling time since the balloons didn't go up. Do you want to share a story about this guy? Or
I'm glad
She's
that
been a public educator for almost 20
Yep.
years here.
Yep,
Amy
I work in
Beal.
education about 22 years. I'm now a admin person at Cienagos International School, and the stepdad disappeared after a year, so it's been great ever since.
It's kind of when you're from eastern South Dakota and you come down here to this 12-month climate, a little tough to leave.
Different,
Yeah.
really different. It's tough to leave.
Yeah.
Love the diversity, love the green chili, of course, and the red chili.
I know.
And the
Yeah.
totally. We'll give Pierre, South Dakota, a shout out, which I've already done this morning somehow too, because I met some guy from there as well. Rapid City, South Dakota as well, which if you're gonna pick a spot in South Dakota, Rapid City is that's a gem, isn't it? It's great to catch up with all of you guys. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks for swinging by. All right, have fun. I hope you get more cards tomorrow. Enjoy the frog, the Turton frogs. All right, guys. Take care. See ya. All right, we're hanging out here. No balloons up right now, but still having a good time. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right. Thank you so much, Todd. And there was a few things that she had mentioned that I wanted to kind of talk about, because she said the bike valet. Obviously, you get great exercise doing that, and you can park your bike for free. Bike trails lead directly to the bike valet lot just south of Balloon Fiesta Park, so you could drop off your bike there, collect a valet ticket, and then off you go. And then also we have the park and ride. So if you don't want to do driving, leave it to the professionals, and you can take the bus. And that runs from both the east and west side of Albuquerque. You could get the tickets online that include transportation and discounted park admission. And there is no park and ride service on Monday, though. Tuesday and Wednesday of Balloon Fiesta week. There's also rideshare. So several rideshare services provide service to Balloon Fiesta Park. You can always do carpooling, anything like that. So that's always other alternatives to getting to Balloon Fiesta.
And then if you do decide to drive, always go earlier, and then go earlier than earlier.
I think we left, we carpooled last year. And what time did we leave? Like 3? I picked you guys up at 3:30?
Some crazy in the hours. Yeah, it was some crazy.
We wake up at that time anyways.
This is true.
For us, it's okay.
That's it. But if you do go, make sure that you bring cash. It's going to cost you $20 to park. And then don't bring your pets, and also don't forget where you park, because that can happen to people.
That is very true. More than 500 pilots are expected to take part in Balloon Fiesta this year, 59 for the first time. One of those making her mark as the youngest this year. Sasha Leninger introduces us and shares her inspiration to take flight.
865 feet right now.
Roger, I got 19 knots.
Handling the hot air balloon is 20-year-old Marissa Verb.
Oh, now you're going to say hi to my camera.
She's really lying. She will be the youngest pilot at this year's Balloon Fiesta.
I just got my license October last year during Albuquerque outside of the airfield.
Verb says she's been involved in ballooning for as long as she can remember. Showing her the ropes, her father.
Burn. Wait. Pull your red line down.
Verb remembers growing up, watching her dad attend balloon tethers and waking up every early morning to go ballooning, inspiring her to start her flight training when she was just a sophomore in high school.
But I didn't have enough time to fly consistently with school and all my other activities. So once I graduated high school, I got to fly a lot more.
Now she's helping bring younger pilots into the sport.
We're always talking about how to keep it going, and just getting new pilots involved, and I myself am trying to get all my friends involved. I can instruct now, so I just kind of reel them in and take them for flights and start teaching them, and it just really gets people hooked and they want to come out and crew and be a part of it, and I just can't wait for the community to grow even more.
Proving to many there is no right or wrong age to start doing what you love.
There she goes.
Sasha Leninger, KOAT, Action 7 News.
And you'll see her first ever balloon fiesta, her flying in it with the Astrostar balloon named Minnie Bob. Her advice to anyone thinking about becoming a pilot is to stay determined and consistent no matter what, because it is worth it. We're going to head to a break now. It's 8:47, and then we're going to wrap up the first morning of Balloon Fiesta.
This is KOAT Action 7 News, live from Balloon Fiesta.
Hello, welcome back to KOAT's special coverage of the 53rd Balloon Fiesta. You can see people clearing off of the field now. We did not have a mass ascension today. The winds, although calm at Balloon Fiesta Park, during the break I was actually looking at the winds aloft. Some of them got up to almost 40 miles per hour.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why it may be calm on the surface, but aloft it makes a big difference, and that's why we could not go in the air today.
That makes sense.
That's what we look at, you look at.
Yeah, for sure.
And what we're going to be looking at tomorrow, and hopefully we can get on day 2 of Balloon Fiesta, those hundreds of balloons going up in the air.
I think so.
All right, let's go ahead and get a check of Alyssa Munoz, who is at Balloon Fiesta Park on the ground right now. Alyssa, you have been having so much fun today. Burritos, you've been talking to pilots, you've been talking to families. How are you? What are you looking at now?
No, absolutely, guys. So we started looking around at the vendors. I know we're at the burrito place, which smelled amazing, by the way. But then we came to look for something sweet. So we came to the chocolate chip cookie company, and here is where we met Alicia and BJ. You know, guys, how's it been so far? Tell us about your experience.
It's been pretty amazing, very magical experience, I would say.
Absolutely. What about you?
It's my first time out, so I was really just blown away with all the balloons.
You know, coming in, you know, what were your expectations? What were you expecting to see? How were you expecting this to go?
I was just along for the ride. I just no expectation really, just wanted to experience it firsthand.
Gotcha. You know, we didn't see the balloons go up today, but you still got to see them on a static display. How was that for you guys? Did you find it interesting?
Very awesome, very awesome. Yeah. A lot of balloons out.
It's like being inside of a Christmas tree, I feel like all the ornaments around you, it just like makes you feel like a kid again.
Absolutely. That's a creative way to think about it. That makes a lot of sense, right? Actually. And I see you guys got some cookies here. You know, you got milk, you got, you know, a lot of things going on here. Have you guys tried anything else? And if so, do you recommend things for people?
We had some breakfast burritos this morning. I don't remember where, but they were pretty delicious as well. And the weather can't be any better, so it's very nice, very nice.
Yeah. Gotcha. Anything else you want to add?
I think that's it. Like, the New Mexico Opinion coffee is amazing. I don't live here anymore, but I order it online all the time, so.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for talking with us, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. But yeah, guys, lots of fun out here. Many vendors selling funnel cakes, these chocolate chip cookies you just saw, burritos. And, you know, even though the displays are majority down, we're still seeing a lot of people out here roaming. I know you see them walking right here, and even across right here there is the beer garden. For some, it's not too early to get a drink, you know, to have a good time and just hang out with family and friends. But we're gonna go ahead and send it back to you guys.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
5 o'clock somewhere. You know what I'm also wondering? I'm wondering how many steps Todd and Alyssa got in on their little Apple Watch walking around
all day. I want to try that pinon coffee too.
Yeah,
that sounded pretty good.
Something we'll have to do when we get out there.
Here's what's going on this afternoon and evening at Balloon Fiesta. The chainsaw carving continues at 3 o'clock. That's followed by Team Fast Track skydiving at 5. At 6:30, it's the Twilight Twinkle Glow. Team Fast Tracks performs again at 7:30, and then 15 minutes later is the Drone Light Show. That was everyone's favorite this morning. And the Afterglow Fireworks Show wraps up this evening at 8. And we're here to help you make plans for the rest of Balloon Fiesta. Remember, it's all the way until next weekend. Put aside $20 to park near the field. It is cash only. There are also 4 park and ride locations in Albuquerque. That's Coronado Center, Hoffmantown Church, Cottonwood Mall, and Intel. You must buy tickets online at balloonfiesta.com. If you buy tickets a day or more before the event, they are $25 for adults, $23 for those 62 and older, $13 for kids 6 to 12. Children 5 and under ride for free. Now, if you buy tickets the day of the event, it's $28 for adults, $26 for seniors, $16 for kids 6 to 12. And this includes admission into Balloon Fiesta. There is no park and ride service Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. General road admission tickets are $15. Kids 12 and younger get in for free. You can buy them in advance at balloonfiesta.com or at the gate. No refunds are available, but tickets for canceled events can be used for future sessions. Thank you guys so much for joining us for our special coverage of the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. We had so much fun.
Yeah,
we didn't get that mass ascension, but we made it through our first day.
Yeah, day
and we're
one.
So excited to be back with you tomorrow. We'll see you back here tonight with Sasha, and we'll leave you with the best sights and sounds from the morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe.